Hi everyone, my name is Callie and welcome back to my channel, Callie Creates. I have a full episode for you today. I have some fully finishes, some progress, and my first giveaway, which I'm very excited about. So we'll start off with a quick life update. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to compete in the Texas Pie Fest, which was really fun. I didn't win anything, mainly because my oven was giving me trouble and the bottom of my pie crust didn't bake at all. And while the top of it looked beautiful, the flavor was really good, it just wasn't done, which was definitely a mark against me. But it was fun getting to see all the different pie flavors that were baked and getting to walk around, seeing all the different vendors. There was even a square dancing demonstration, which was really fun to see. And also, last week, my sister came into town to hang out with me and visit and shop and just have sister time, which was really enjoyable. And that's why I didn't film last week. She was here on my filming day, which is Tuesday. So let's get right into it. I have some fully finishes, and I'll start with my biggest one, which is Miss Mary Morgan. Here she is. So excited. I ordered my frame from Art to Frames, which is actually the same website that Carrie from Tiger Lily Designs ordered hers from. And I actually ordered the exact same frame. It was just so perfect. I love the detail on the edge. And this was my first time stretching and pinning such a big piece. So I got a little bit off. It was kind of wavy there, but it doesn't really bother me that much to take it out and redo it. And I did the brown paper on the back, got my note on the corner there with all the information, which I forgot to mention the last couple times that I had started it on October 20th and then I finished it on March 14th of this year. So it had been October of last year through March of this year. So yes, Miss Mary Morgan, so excited. If you want to know a little bit more details about her, on my last video, I mentioned a few other things about her and my changes that I made. So that's my first one, my first big finish. So excited. So let's put her down there. My next finish is a little bit smaller. It's one of my state fair entries that I'm 99% sure I'm gonna enter. It is Bedelia Bunny. Isn't that so cute? It's a little pillow. It's actually my first small. I'm gonna start making little different pillows and things to put. I don't have a dough bowl, but I have a crockery type bowl that I want to put her in. So this is by the Artsy Housewife. You can find the pattern on Etsy. I'll link it below. So I stitched Bedelia Bunny on a 36 count antique lace by Seraphim Fabrics. And I stitched it, let's see if I can get close here. I stitched it 1/2, and I used my own colors from Stash to do it, which I will show you right now. I wrote it down, so if you want to screenshot it or pause the video, if you want to do the exact same colors, I did. And the backing fabric, I went to our local quilt shop and I picked out a coordinating green fabric, which I think ties in beautifully. So another thing I want to mention about this pillow is I did a palm trim, which is actually a trim from Joann's. I have not seen this mentioned anywhere before, so I thought I would let you guys know. So most of the Flosstubers I've seen use a palm trim from a store called Lady Creates on Etsy. And the nice thing about her palm trim is that there is a small thread that connects the palms to the twill tape or the piece that it's attached to. And if you get the one from Joann's, it's not made the same way. You can't separate the palms from the tape. And so I was going back and forth like, how can I attach this? Because I don't want the I don't want the twill tape on there. So what you can actually do, and I'll start it here with my scissors, you can actually trim it away and get the same effect. So I use my scissors here. See if I can get up close. Whoop. You can, oh, it's not really showing well, but can I get it closer? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, so there's a fuzzy band right below the palms, and you could take your scissors and just trim it really close. And it'll give you the same effect. So if you're ever in a pinch and you're like, I don't want to wait for my order from Etsy to come, just go into Joann's. I mean, they have basic colors. So I mean, Lady Dot Creates definitely has some more unique colors, but if you're looking for a basic white, black, red, or blue, Joann's has your back. So this is what it looks like when it's stitched on, and you can hardly tell that I've trimmed it away. So I hope that was helpful. If it's not clear enough, I would be happy to show you again in a future video or even a tutorial if you want to know how I made this pillow from start to finish. So next up, which is a very exciting finish, I actually made this from start to finish in one day, which I was very surprised I was able to do it. So this is the January basket, let's see, by Bendy Stitches. So I completely changed the colors on this pattern. So this is what the original looks like, and I just pulled from stash. It's going to be a present for somebody I know, and these colors were perfect for her. So another thing that I did was I added my own phrase on the bottom. I had seen one of the recent charts released by Hands Across the Sea, and it had "Because of You I Bloom," which I thought was perfect for this design. And so I wrote down the colors I used. So if you want to, once again, pause this, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. And yeah, these were all from stash. So I was really stash busting on this project, including the fabric. So this is stitched 2/2 on 28 count cashel linen, which in fact is the same linen that I used on Mary Morgan. So if you look, I did some 1/1. I have some Smyrna stitches, which I think this is a great pattern if you're trying them out for the first time, because it's not too many, but just enough to get familiar with it. So on the Smyrna stitches, which are these large boxes, these large X's, I alternated the way the thread lay on top so that it gives it more of a basket look. And I used a tutorial, I don't remember the name of the blog, but I'll link it below. It's for a cube pillow, but I just shortened the sides. It's about 1 3/4 inches tall. I shortened it because she can use it as a pillow or as a pincushion, whatever you want. So I believe that's all the details on that. So my last finishes that I did in the past 3 weeks were some project bags. I had mentioned in my last video that I had gotten some fabric from Saju. So this is what it looks like, made up into a project bag. I used the tutorial by Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I adjusted the height a little bit. It's taller than what she did in her video, just so I could get the 3 rows of people. And the inside, I had just a yellow print in my stash, and I used a vintage zipper that I also had as well, and loved how that looked. And then my other one I made was using some Kathy Holden fabric, the Outdoorsy collection. I actually made 2 of them, different color zippers. So I did the plaid on the inside as well, which is really cute. Loved how that turned out, and I don't know if you can tell, there we go. I quilted around the outside of each postcard. Her tutorial, Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch's tutorial, is really easy to follow, and I'm excited to try out other types of project bags. I've made some project keepers from Tiger Lily Designs, and those were really fun to make, but it's nice to switch it up and not always have vinyl on your project bags. So now, moving on into things I've made some progress on. I think one of these, I don't know if I didn't mention this in my last video, but I saw this pattern for a Christmas ornament on Mama Loves You GB's Flosstube channel. It's called Merry Christmas, Y'all. Thought it was appropriate, being a Texan. I thought this would be a really cute one to make. I'm even considering entering it in the state fair. I mentioned last time that I wasn't sure what kind of ornament I wanted to do. I think I want to do this one. So I pulled from stash for all of these, for the colors and the fabric, and let's see, got a needle in there, pull that out. So get a piece of paper behind it so you can see it. There we go. Still has the hoop marks in it. I still have the top of that one boot to finish, and so I'm stitching it on 32 count Ocean Air by Fox and Rabbit. I'm stitching it 2/2. I like the coverage that the 2/2 gave me. And the fun thing about this is it's actually all color and cotton. It's my first time working with that type of floss, and I love the coverage that I get. And the colors I use, let me pull my note. So once again, if you want to pause this or screenshot it, these are all the colors I used. And I'm considering making this not in a square. I'm considering doing this in an oval shape. So I may have to adjust, I know I will, I'll have to adjust the holly leaves, holly berries on the bottom and top. I just thought a oval or a circle would look, that's just where I'm leaning. That's just what inspired me. And so that's my Merry Christmas Y'all ornament. See any notes on that? Oh, by the way, the latest video by Colorado Cross Stitcher, she gave some great tips, 10 tips on how to change a pattern, change a sampler to make it unique to yourself, make it your own, which you've seen I've done. I've changed colors pretty much on all my projects and added and taken away things. So if you're ever wanting some new ideas or you don't know where to get started on changing your pattern, just look up her video, which I'll have it linked below as well, and check her out. So then the next progress piece I have is my Patriotic Bunting, which is my State Fair entry. I have 3 out of the 7 done. Well, stitched. I don't have them fully done. So the first one is USA. So I have these stitched on a Moda Grunge fabric, which I like the variation it gives you. It has a little bit of gray, a little bit of cream on there. So that's the first one. And I have the flag here. And then I thought this one was very cute, the bunny and the flag. So I'm planning on doing more of a quilted design on the front and then cutting the bunting shape out of it. So I went to my local quilt shop and I got a couple different fabrics. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to use all of them, or I might find some others I want to add, but this gives me a good start. Let me get these all arranged here so I can show them. If you notice, this is the same plaid that I used on the flower pincushion. So yeah, very excited about those. I hopefully will finish in the next couple weeks the rest of the designs, and hopefully can start playing around with the different fabrics I want to put on the front, or not on the front, just on the back. I don't know, just playing around with it and seeing what I like. And that should do it for all of my notes here. That should do it all for my progress. So now moving on to the giveaway, which I'm very excited about. It's in honor of reaching over 500 subscribers on this channel, which honestly, I'm surprised I reached that number so quickly. I wasn't expecting it, so thank you guys so much. So I was thinking about what would I want to win on a giveaway, and that would be a project bag. So if you noticed earlier in the video, I had made 2 of the same style bag using the Kathy Holden fabric, and that's because one of them is for the giveaway. It is an 11 by 13 fully lined project bag. It's lined in that same plaid fabric. If this is something you're interested in winning, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and comment with the word mountain. Use mountain in your comment. I will use the random comment generator through YouTube to pick a winner, and I will announce it in the video. I won't respond to the winner's comment. And be sure that you are a US resident. I mean, at this time, I'm not shipping internationally, so sorry about that. So use the word mountain in your comment. So to wrap up today's video, I wanted to mention a couple Flosstubers I've been watching. The first one is Barbara's Daughter. She's been off of YouTube for quite a while, I think about 2 years, so it's great to see her back. I love her variety of projects and her energy, and she's just so enjoyable to watch. So I'm looking forward to her future videos. And Emily C is another one I've been watching. Her latest video is talking about duck derby, which I bought a couple ducks, so we'll see if I win anything. If you want to know more details about that, check out her latest video, and she has all the information about duck derby. And she also talked about going to the attic in Mesa, Arizona for the first time, which I'm so jealous. I want to go so bad. My family and I used to go every spring break to the Mesa, Phoenix area, and that was before I was even stitching, so I had no idea such a shop existed. And I've watched Lindy Stitch's latest tutorial on finishing a pillow, and I referenced that quite a bit when I was making my Bedelia bunny pillow. And then finally, there's a new channel called Digi Stitchery. It's a company that makes printed cross-stitch fabric, mostly on Aida. She's getting ready to expand into linen, which when she does, I'm definitely gonna buy some. I'm not much of an Aida stitcher, but one of her colors is called Bomb Pop. It's part of her patriotic designs, and it looks like a melted popsicle on the edge. It is so cool. I haven't seen anything like it before. So if you've stuck around this far, thank you. I hope to see you in my next video, and hopefully maybe you've won the giveaway too. So who knows? So anyway, thanks for sticking around. See you later. Bye.